getting clearer all the time. All we see are all these dead straight lines, and show me what's in reality, and I won't compromise between the truth and lies. This is where I make my stand. Please don't take me to your la-la land. It's all about geometry. All we see is horizontally. Show me what's in reality, and I won't compromise between the truth and lies. Show me what's in reality, and I won't compromise between the truth and lies. Reality is all I see. I don't need your fantasy. I've had enough of sophistry. I'll find my own philosophy. Reality is all I see. I don't need your fantasy. I've had enough of sophistry. I find my own philosophy, and you can't bend reality into what you think your car sees. Something's happening to me. Don't remind me of how things used to be. We don't need no sycophants. Aren't we all just so sick of that?
And we are live. I don't know what's going on today. Probably just going to be me rambling on about stuff, but don't worry about that. We're here, and it is a Monday. It's Bank Holiday Monday, so it's a bit of a slow day. I don't think anybody's doing much. I think most people are on holiday in the UK as well as in America. So, yeah, it's still trying to get over the shock of, well, it's not really a shock, it's become expected, but a flat earth math, the teacher, having problems with straight. I mean, they're really having big problems with it. Big problems. I've been on the flat earth debate server. Can't get much take with the flat earthers. They don't want to talk about perpendicular or how people are trying to destroy straight. And the globe guys, well, obviously they've been attempting to do it for years already. So here we are, defenders of the straight. Well, it seems like we're the only ones. Everyone else is living in some sort of a fantasy. Yeah, somebody wants to change the definitions of flat to be not flat. And if you can get flat to be not flat, then you can have things being flat when they're not flat. which is completely contradictory and against the law of non-contradiction. So it's not really allowed within, you know, formal debate or anything for you to have contradictory opinions or thoughts, arguments, statements, identities. Say whatever you want. The law of non-contradiction applies. If it's not flat, it's not flat. Dead simple. We can use the same sort of thinking to be able to debunk all sorts of claims, but you have to have the ability to notice where the contradictions are. Here he is, Sean Hawkins. Sean Hawkins has banned me earlier today from his Discord server because I said the earth is not flat. And I think Sean's a bit sensitive about flat earth stuff. All I wanted to do was have a word with him about the angles that he's measured that Nathan Oakley hasn't. But he can't do that. He can't take it. He can't have people saying that the earth's not flat on his Discord server. Very opinionated like that, Sean is. He can't. He's been hurt. He's been hurt by people saying that the earth's not flat. It's a shame. It's a shame. And he's trying hard at the minute, Sean. I only wanted to have a chat with him about his Polaris. I've been saying it for years. We stand by Sean. I've not talked to anybody about measuring angles to lights in the sky in honour of Sean. I've been waiting to have a word with Sean before I actually talk to anybody about these sort of things. And seems like he doesn't want to. He wants to ban me. I've told you what's happened, Sean. I'm being deadly honest here. We saw you crying on stream a few years ago about your Polaris challenge. And I said, we stand by Sean, right? I'm not going to, me personally, Bev, I'm not going to talk to anybody about measuring any angles to Polaris until I've talked to Sean Hawkins first. That's his thing. He invented that argument. So I'm not going to talk to anybody about measuring any angles to any lights in the sky until I've talked to Sean Hawkins about him measuring angles to Polaris. I've seen Sean Hawkins with a sextant. Nathan Oakley's admitted that he hasn't got a sextant. So, hey, I've purposely, Sean, I'll be deadly honest here, I've got a sextant. I've measured angles with it. But in honour of you, Sean, I've never measured an angle to that light in the sky. Your light, Sean. And I will never talk to anybody about it until I've talked to Sean Hawkins about the I'm measuring angles to Polaris, the light in the sky. Sean Hawkins' light in the sky. He's even offered me to go on his Polaris challenge, but I'm not into mountain biking. I can't do that sort of stuff. So, unfortunately, Sean, I'd be unable to take up your Polaris challenge, mountain biking across the Lake District, I believe it is. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't take time off to do mountain bike. In fact, it cost me a lot to get one of those mountain bikes to be able to do it, and the training and all of that sort of stuff. I was hoping we were in Sean's Discord a bit earlier. I don't know if there's anybody in there that can put it in the live chat for if anybody does want to go over there and have a talk with Sean. He make sure you don't tell him that the earth's not flat, because he gets upset and he might kick you out. I can't. Can I send you a link, Sean? I think you blocked me. I think Sean wants a. I think Sean wants a link. How he could have? We were going to do this show in your show tonight, but you kicked me out. I don't know. There you go. There you go. There's a link. It's always there, Sean. Right at the bottom of underneath the video that you're watching right now. On the Level Discord. This is where we all chat. Have a thing when you get in there. The mountain bike thing. It's the Polaris Challenge. Yeah, I'll get it for you just to make sure. It was a few years ago. Yeah, here's a few pictures. I'll put them in the chat for you. This is the Polaris Challenge. It looks like a right good laugh to go on it. Polaris Challenge, established 1991. That's a Pinterest thing. I don't know whether it's going to show the whole thing there. There you go. Polaris Challenge, established 1991. Like I say, I'm unable to do it. Bad faith actor. Are we? Is Sean saying he's going to okay the interview on the? It would have been much easier for you to do that, Sean. Fire up your live stream first, Sean. Get it going. Make sure you're streaming. Don't lose this. Make the most of it. Come on in. Sean, guest appearance by Sean Hawkins. I might have to change the thing. They're going after straight to Sean Hawkins live in the VC. There we go. Let's get that. Change the channel status. Hawkster's coming in. There you go. Hawkster in the chat. Do we need to take him into the he doesn't need to go into the voice verification, does he? Have you got him rolled up? Look at that. It's a special. Let's do it.
He should be ready to come in.
Nice one. Don't be scared, Sean. You want an intro? Give him an intro. Now, please, everybody, be aware. This is about to turn into an adult show. Sean Hawkins coming round here. I don't know whether he can be trusted, so just be aware. This is now an adult. Okay, make sure your kids are out the way. This is going to get some serious shit. Welcome, Sean. Look at everybody's coming in now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh,
Didn't we have a thing where I stand with Sean?
We all stand with Sean.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our thing.
I hope Sean is going live so that people can support him by sending super chats and
Yes.
whatever else he's got set up.
Please, Sean.
if you're live.
If you are live, drop us the link in the live chat, and we'll get it out on the YouTubes. Sean Hawkins, he'll be just clearing his throat, doing the old Brian's logic. We're not after a presentation or anything, Sean. Just want a nice chat. That's what we're about here. We're on the level. We're all about agreement. We don't want division. We want to bring people together. We want to find the things that we can agree on. That's what we're doing here. We try not to do any name calling. But, you know, I can't speak for everybody, particularly, you know, the people I'm talking to. So that's just as a guideline.
Well, your mockery of me and the Polaris Challenge by posting pictures of that mountain bike thing is not showing good faith.
That's the
Is not
Polaris
showing that you're on
Challenge.
that you're not showing that you're on the level.
That's
See, right off the bat, you start lying.
But that is the Polaris Challenge.
No, it's not, and you know it. That proves that you're a liar. You're a feckless liar,
maybe
Bev.
I'm sorry, Sean. Maybe you want to walk us through the Polaris Challenge again.
No, we don't want to be doing that.
No?
No.
Okay, fine.
No.
Sorry, Bev.
No, we're not.
Well, if you don't want me to walk you through the Polaris Challenge, then why am I here?
Well,
to get your little sound bites?
No, Sean.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, right? To get your little sound bites so you can mock me later.
No.
So if you want to know about the Polaris Challenge, I'll present it.
Okay.
If not,
okay,
you can fuck off.
Right. Well, if it's the Polaris Challenge or nothing, then we'll take the Polaris Challenge, please.
But stay calm, please, Sean. Nobody's attacked you.
Do you want to present on a screen, Sean, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get Sean the ability to present a screen? Are you live streaming at the minute, Sean?
I believe so.
Okay. Can you drop us the link for that? We'll get that in the.
No, I'm not.
Chat,
Hold on.
We need to, you know, like you say, we have had the I Stand With Sean campaign running for a few years now.
That's passive aggressive bullshit, and you know it.
What is I Stand With Sean?
I stand with Sean while mocking me and making fun of the challenge. No, you're not standing with me. That's passive aggressive bullshit, and you know it.
Does it? We've got a song. You've seen it, haven't you?
That's passive aggressive bullshit.
It's not
That's to mask your inadequacies. To mask your inability to understand simple geometry.
Yeah. I'd rather be passive aggressive than aggressive like you, Sean.
What part of the?
Come on, Rob.
Hold on, Rob. What part of the geometry is Bev or any of us failing to understand, Sean?
The parallel lines don't cross. That's it.
Don't cross.
No, they don't. Parallel lines don't cross. You didn't know that.
Of course we did.
Then why are you asking me? Parallel lines don't cross. Like you've never heard of that before?
I've never
See,
said
these
that.
are the word games you play. These are the word games you play, man.
Well, I don't know.
It wouldn't be parallel.
Got that from. I think we know that parallel lines don't intersect. Like we do know that. Perhaps you're mistaking me for somebody else, Sean.
No, I know who you are.
Well, like I say, I've never challenged or even suggested that parallel lines cross. That sounds ridiculous.
Well, the Polaris being at the horizon on a flat Earth would have to require that they cross.
But the Earth's not flat. We both know that, Sean.
Yeah, shut that bullshit up right now. You are a flat earther.
Stop
lying to me. You're a liar, Bev. You saying you're not a flat earther is a lie, and you know it.
Absolutely not, Sean. I can prove that the
Is
Earth
this the
is not
same
flat.
Sean Hawkins that was crying the other day because nobody supported him and nobody watched his stuff? And given the
Never
chance,
cried before in my life on stream.
given the chance
Never cried
to come and
once
have a
in my
chat
life on
to
stream, and
other
you know it, dead air.
adult
Why are you
human
lying?
beings, that this
Why
is the
are
way
you
you act.
lying?
I'm not
Why
lying.
are you
Everybody can
lying? Yes,
see how
you
you're
are.
acting,
Yes,
Sean.
you are. You're lying. I've never cried on stream in
Because
my
you
life.
used the word cry, Emma, and he didn't actually
sorry.
cry.
Okay,
Yeah, because
I'm
Emma's
sorry.
dishonest,
I
just like Bev,
withdraw the
just
word
like everybody else in
cry.
this panel is. So how do I share my screen?
Press a button.
Which
Yeah.
button?
You got the thing at the bottom, you know, where you go to share screen at the bottom. I don't know. Are you on PC?
Nope. Yep.
Okay, right.
I've got no
Underneath the
share
voice
screen button
channel
here.
that you've got, it doesn't say share your screen, does it not?
It's got start a stream activity.
Start an
And
activity.
share screen is not part of that.
Turn on your camera, share your screen.
It's
Start
got
an
you can't
activity.
stream into this channel blocked.
Open soundboard.
No share screen here anywhere.
At the bottom of the screen on the left side, there are three
I've got you
three
can't
options.
stream into this channel.
Have
You
you
can't
got
stream into this
Nitro?
channel.
Go on.
No.
I don't know. Can you normally stream
Yeah.
without Nitro?
It might be because I can't find the old role that we used to give. I've tried a couple and they don't seem to have worked.
I can't even remember what role we used to use. We had it the other day for someone, didn't we? Who did we have that had that role?
Yeah, that's what I mean, but they're not there for me. I can't see those roles. They were.
Send us your live stream shot, and then I'll be able to pump your live stream through, won't I?
Sure. Okay, I'll do that. Then you'll get to see the presentation
You'll
whether you
promise
want
not
to
to
or
put
not.
any gratuitous globe
where did he
pictures or
go?
anything. Oh,
I'll be right back, I'm sure.
yeah.
Minor technical hitch, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't us kicking him, was it?
Yeah, no. No, I'm quite intrigued to see if he can actually do a presentation without getting angry.
It'd be nice to try and get him to do that, like let him, help him out, because Sean Hawkins is attempting to open up a Discord server for gaming and chatting. There we go.
Let's see.
Right, he's live. I don't know. This is going to be it may be a cross-platform YouTube streamathon thing. I don't know. This is on the fly. Let me see whether I can get this going.
But we have been given permission by the stream owner, the channel owner, to show this.
Well, he should be over here, but
I'm not sure he realises he's
not, yeah.
disconnected from Discord. Because Discord likes to do that.
It's sure.
Pictures of mountain bikes and this.
He's doing it now.
So he's not a
Can you
good
guys
faith
see
actor.
that?
He's a liar. He knows he's a liar.
He
yeah.
has left.
So let me go to GeoGebra. Now, are you listening, guys? Or are you listening?
Yeah, can somebody tell us, Sean, that
Get rid of that.
he's not over here anymore? Like,
Yeah, he thinks that we can hear
Polaris?
him.
yeah.
You
No,
are
no,
a
no, no.
flat Earth.
He's live on
And yes, Bev,
YouTube.
you are a flat
Yes,
Earther.
I
Yeah,
know,
he's
I know.
saying
You're
that.
just a lying
Yeah,
scumbag who doesn't want to be associated with people who are insane, so you change the name of what you believe, right?
He's still doing
Well, we
a
lost
So if you're
Sean already.
presentation.
standing at,
I'm not too sure whether I can just have Sean doing a presentation. I don't know whether I'm allowed to do this.
Snap.
Like, it would be better if Sean was in here,
Tell you the people who
Yeah.
and then because I
created
can't
Blender
really,
need to really
I don't
We
want to, I don't want to do this while
revamp this
Sean.
whole thing. Oh, that's why I don't have a baseline set.
I'll have to just turn the sound off, and because can somebody
Well,
go
I hope-
can you go over there, and is he in his channel? Like, because
he's on his YouTube.
yeah, I know he's on his YouTube, but is he in his Discord? Because
Want me to give him a super chat?
oh, we want him to be in here when he's doing it. Otherwise, this is just wasted.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. Somebody
Yeah,
go and tell Sean. Like, we want him to do it.
Kevlar is there, but I don't think that he's
Unfortunately-
watching his own YouTube.
I've been banned from Sean's.
Well, unfortunately, he's gotten rid of his voice channels over on the server, as I can see. So
Oh, right. So there's no voice
it's not showing
channels.
whether he's active in there or not.
Right. Okay. Let me come back out of this then, because Sean Hawkins is live at the minute doing a presentation for us, but as you can see, we are actually live. Yeah, I'm not gonna just stream Sean's live stream into here while we are live, because that sounds ridiculous, and it sounds like something Sean could copyright strike us for, so I'm not going to do that. It would be lovely if Sean could come over here and do it. I don't know how long it takes him to do his presentation, but he could just be warming up on his own YouTube at the minute. Hopefully we could try and get him through on the YouTube, in the Discord, get him rolled up for it, and then it would be much better. I feel really bad. He's still going. He's still doing his presentation. He's not, obviously not aware that he's not actually in the Discord here. So yeah, the presentation is getting done now, but the real questions I'm after asking Sean is his practical use of the sextant. Maybe he might be able to get a sextant out and show us how to measure an angle, you know, live for Nathan Oakley. Just so Nathan Oakley could use a picture of it. And I was going to use this particular thing because obviously tonight we're going over the new modern attack on straight. Well, as far as I'm aware, parallel, like Sean was talking about, these angles that Sean's talking about involve straight lines. And, I'm trying to get the idea of people who have proofs, like Sean Hawkins with his Polaris challenge and measuring angles to lights in the sky, require straight lines. But this new modern way of thinking requires you to think about straight differently. And that's the sort of thing I'm hoping to be able to talk to Sean Hawkins about, because obviously I think the straight lines and the parallels, like he said, they don't intersect. Straight lines required, straight lines within a plane for parallel particularly. can have planes that are parallel, but the straight lines within the planes would also be parallel. He's moving that one. He's still moving his little lines around.
Yes, even
I'm
Blue
watching
Marble
it.
Science is warning him that he's not present here, but I don't know if he realized that.
They dropped you on the OTL server.
No,
He's
we
putting
didn't.
no, we didn't. He left. He left.
I guess because you cannot be on two different servers at the same time, I think. I don't know.
Well, all he had to do was go live on his YouTube. He could have done it from in here. And we could have just picked his TV picture up from YouTube. It would have been a little bit of a delay, but we could have still heard him talking and caught up with the pictures, because he can't seem to be able to work out how to actually stream to the Discord. I mean, it's not really a good show of Discord and how to, share your screens and stuff, which is, I was hoping we were going to be able to promote a little bit. But it's, yeah, it is unfortunate. Sean can't do that. This is the ideal place for Sean to do his presentation, because I would imagine that Nathan Oakley would want these sort of things and these sort of presentations to go on. And like we say, we've been standing with Sean for quite a while. This is Sean's particular forte. This is his best argument. And a lot of people are like stealing it, if you will. And they're not giving Sean the credit. He's done a lot of work on the geometric aspects of measuring lights, I think, measuring angles to lights in the sky. And Nathan Oakley calls it a proof of flat Earth. But it would be good to have Sean's opinion on those sort of things, measuring the same angle, how Sean has a difference. He's still going, like a trooper. He's doing really well. But unfortunately, we can't actually do anything. We've not really got the okay with Sean about any of this. He has got a Discord, like we say, and he has. We were going to go over there and do tonight's show from Sean Hawkins's Discord. There's a few people over there in his chat. How many people's he got watching? Is he doing all right? He's got 11 people watching. 11? So if you go over there to go and support Sean, just let him know that we're not actually...
He's making this presentation the same as with Brian Slicky, let's say, on debatism.
Oh, he's doing the same one, is he?
Yes, yes, and my let's say objection to his presentation is not about presentation itself, but that he couldn't respond to Brian Slicky. That Brian Slicky was trying to show him this equatorial plane, and he was or he was pretending that he doesn't understand, or maybe he was playing a game, because even on the screen you can see that you have this horizontal line here, and Brian Slicky was trying to say that these parallel lines that he drawn, they are perpendicular to this horizontal so-called equatorial plane. And
yeah, well, I don't know whether everybody else is actually watching any of this stuff. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to...
No, I don't know.
I'm going to drop it in the YouTube chat, right, for everyone. It may seem like a little bit strange, but Sean at the minute is doing a presentation to us, but we can't watch it because it's on his Discord. It's on his YouTube, and he hasn't really give us permission to do it. And you know, I'd be foolish to live stream somebody else's live stream without them actually in here letting us know that they're live streaming. So obviously we can't communicate with Sean, so he's not actually giving us a presentation. He's just doing his live stream. As I say, there it is. It's on the thing. We can't watch it. And as far as I'm concerned, Sean isn't giving this presentation to me. He's giving this presentation to his audience, and his audience at the minute is not me. We're doing a completely different show. So it's unfortunate that Sean is once again misunderstanding what's going on here. So we do wish Sean all the best, but I can't I can't hang around and wait for Sean to do a presentation that he should be doing here. Maybe we should put a bit of a music interlude while we try and work things out. How about that? You know. Oh, yes, you know.
This music with Sean, not crying.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. This is, we're just going to have a quick break while we see whether we can sort out what Sean's doing. I don't know whether I can get through to him. Back shortly.
I'm fucking pissed. I mean, there isn't a fucking scale on this goddamn planet that can measure how fucking pissed I am right the fuck now. Hey, so yeah. I can't get any of these cowardly fucks to debate me unless someone can give me a good fucking reason to keep doing this. I'm fucking giving it up. I don't I got better things to do with my time. Nobody ever cites my work. My Angles to Polaris video. Nobody ever cites that. It's not the best one in the world, but you know, it's fucking something, you know, with a physical model. And it gets a lot of compliments. So I know it's not complete shit. Nobody ever plays my videos on their live streams. Or even little bits of it. When was the last time anybody shared any of my videos? You know, my most popular video is the Angles to Polaris video. And it has less than 1,000 fucking views, and it's 2 years old. And I've got a shit community. I've got a shit community fucking not doing anything to fucking keep me doing it. Like I said, unless someone can give me a good fucking reason why I should keep streaming, you know, I'm done. So, thanks for the fish. I'm so pissed off right now. I've got a shit community. Made me look like a fucking asshole. Motherfucker!
Never measure what's in the real world. All you show is your stupid globe, and I know
Fucking asshole!
never back your claims.
Motherfucker! I'm so pissed off right now.
Your world is full of illusions, contradiction between fact and fiction.
Fucking talking shit
You'll never back your claims.
like a little cowardly bitch. Fucking talking shit.
Driving the wrong way down a one-way street.
Motherfucker!
Unstoppable force on a movable feet.
You don't know how fucking pissed I am. fucking asshole!
I get so much resistance, I know.
Fucking talking
You'll
shit
never prove me wrong.
right the fuck now! God damn it, fucker!
Now we get our physics deniers, pathologic compulsive liars, I know. You'll never prove me wrong.
You don't know how fucking pissed I am!
Driving the wrong way down a one-way street.
I get fucking emasculated by Jose J.G. Gonzalez.
It's where knowledge and ignorance meet.
Fucking asshole! Motherfucker!
Paradoxes and confusion. Your mind is in delusion.
Fucking talking shit!
We all know you're insane.
God damn it! I can't get one of these pussies after fucking talking shit to this motherfucker. I fucking still like him, but he fucking pissed me off. Motherfucker! God damn, he owes me a fucking apology.
Talk about your 2D surface. We all know you ain't got no purpose in life. We think that you live on board.
I get fucking emasculated.
Driving the wrong way down a one-way street.
I get fucking emasculated by Jose J.G. Gonzalez.
It's where knowledge and ignorance meet.
Fucking talking shit! Motherfucker!
Paradoxes and confusion. Your mind is in delusion.
Fucking talking shit!
We all know you're insane. We all know you're insane.
I get fucking emasculated by Jose J.G. Gonzalez. And I'm pretty fucking pissed off. That's all I've got to say about it. Motherfucker! Made me look like a fucking asshole!
And I think we are back. And Sean appears to have ended his live stream. He could have come round here and done the entire live stream from the Discord. And then, because we were just struggling to try and, well, he was struggling to try and get his screen showing within the Discord. So, I don't know what happened. It's sort of, I don't know, maybe a lack of communication between us. Possibly my fault, but I don't know. Sean bolted and did a presentation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch that presentation, so I couldn't tell you whether it was good or bad or anything. I don't even know whether it was particularly directed at us. I hope he's okay though. Can somebody chase Sean up, make sure he's okay? Mate, you know, I want to make sure he's okay because he may be struggling. We don't want him crying on screen again, do we? We don't want one of those I'm leaving if you guys don't support me enough type stuff. And which I have to say, thank you very much, Godzilla. He gave 5 memberships out, so thank you very much, Gods, to have all of those people who got memberships, keeping the members going. You are now what? You see that? That can't be right. Look, you want to check this out?
All right, I got a Hawk update.
Okay.
His stream has ended. It looks like he is going to go live again. He's got one. They're waiting. It's waiting for him. It appears he's going to go live again.
Oh, check this out. You'll like this. Look at this, everyone. Building bridges. Look at that. On the right-hand side over there. See this over here?
Yes, I am also moderator. I have no idea what's going on.
Moderator role. It's give me a moderator role. Hawkstar, I'm honoured. I have to get him over here. Well, you know. Building communities. That's how we do it. That's what we're here for. On the level. We always try and communicate properly. I hope everybody else is, you know, standing with Sean. There's no need for people to be leaving. Come on. Everyone's leaving unless they're going over there to the Hawkster. Is that, am I safe to play that? No, Rod. No.
Sorry, my phone slipped and I caught it in midair, and that's what happened. That was the result. I mean, it probably would have been funny, but I
should have been playing it.
You would have caught me saying, "Oh shit," or something like that. I don't know.
Well done. Mike Dornan also got a mod. He might have slipped and pressed the wrong button. You never know. Use it wisely, please, everyone. Don't break the wrench over there. You know, use it wisely. And I am being serious about that. Sean's a fellow YouTube content creator. And it is a holiday, isn't it? It's a bit slow going. He's titled that stream Bev as well. Look at it. Oh, act responsibly, please, Rob, Mike, anyone else with a wrench. Jose used to have this thing where he made everybody have a wrench because then you can't get timed out by people who do have wrenches. So there's a few different ways to do it, but yeah, please don't just ban people, hide them. Yeah, we're on this Discord on the level. We do a lot of gaming as well, and we know that Sean Hawkins is a big gamer too. So we're hoping to have a bit of cross-platform, cross-gaming, you know, where we invite anybody in if they, you know, if you want to get involved with the gaming, PC, Xbox. I don't know whether PS5. Suppose you'd have to include them, wouldn't you? And, you know, even the Switch, guys, if you've got a Switch. But mainly, I think the guys are like the shooters. I think that's what the Hawkster likes. Is he coming? Is he going to come back, or is he going live again? Do we know?
Yes, it's not looking good. I don't think he's going to go live again. He might be having some PC issues. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, tell him he can still come over.
He was having
if he wants, and
yeah,
we can do our best for pictures and stuff to help him out.
Yeah, I told him we could help him out with the server if he was having some issues, but I don't know if he's going to take us up on that offer. Hope so. Come on, Sean.
Yeah, because just come round for a chat. Let us know how it's going. People, I mean, I wouldn't mind if Sean came round and started the, what is flat Earth? I mean, what's flat Earth to Sean Hawkins? Because he seems to think that we're flat Earthers. And there's no way I'm a flat Earther. You heard what Nathan Oakley calls me? Like, Sean surely can't have the idea that, you know, Nathan Oakley can call us all of those names and we're still flat Earthers. I mean, we're the ones that get people to say that the Earth's not flat. I've got Nathan Oakley to say that the Earth's not flat. Dave Weiss has just recently said that the Earth's not flat because of mountains and valleys. So it's pretty obvious to tell that the Earth's not actually flat. I don't know why Sean continues to call us flat earthers. Seems ridiculous, but hopefully at some point, you know, people like Sean might be able to explain that sort of stuff. But I don't know whether these just accusations about stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, we do know that straight lines are straight. But, I mean, that doesn't make you a flat earther. It just makes you acknowledging of reality, right? You need to have a straight line. Most people know that. But just recently, I'm putting a few clips together. Go on, sorry, go on.
Yeah, what was he saying? We were having problems with parallel lines? That's what he was saying, right? That's the issue that...
He said he wanted to tell me that parallel lines don't cross.
Right, they don't cross.
Yeah.
I stand with Sean on that.
Yeah, I know.
I stand with...
Yeah.
So
I don't know why he needed to tell us that. I mean, I absolutely already know that they don't.
Yep. Everybody knows that. They wouldn't be parallel if they did, right? So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's strange that. Yeah, but that would be good to know where Sean's got that from. I mean, because that would cause a lot of confusion, wouldn't it? If you thought, imagine how stupid you think somebody was. He could have been thinking we were that stupid all along that we thought.
Yeah, that could be it.
And that could be it.
And that's probably
simple. That sorting that one out, isn't it?
And that's probably why he was upset with you, because he was like, "Oh, that dumbass, that Bev, he's so dumb. He thinks parallel lines cross or something." You know, I don't know. Which I could understand why that would make somebody angry, because everybody knows that parallel lines never cross. Yeah, never. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been good for him to have asked about that first, like, you know. But now I hope we've sorted that one out. That parallel lines are indeed parallel. There's no intersection. There's no angle formed with parallel lines. Yeah, we do know that. Yeah, very strange that, isn't it? Yeah, if anybody else has heard anything like that, I don't know where Sean's heard that from. I know he's not heard it from here. And he's obviously never watched any of the things we go over with Euclid or anything like that. He's never watched any of that here, so...
Sorry to cut you off, Bev, on your own show. No Hawk update.
Okay.
He's live again.
Okay.
I think he's doing a live critique of this very show right now. So.
Oh, right. So he's watching this one live.
Yeah. Oh. So everybody be on your best behavior, please.
Okay. Oh, so is that rather than Sean coming in here and actually doing a show in here, he's doing a video of us doing this, critiquing this, rather than coming over here and actually talking to us. That's a strange method, but I suppose if you're looking for content, I suppose that's the better way to... No, because he could get content from in here. Maybe he might get two contents, right? He might be able to go over it live and then critique himself later, going over us and like some sort of Inception type. Do you reckon? Sean Hawkins and On the Level Inception streaming.
I wouldn't put anything past him. Nope. I wouldn't put anything past the Hawk. That's something he could very well do.
So
who knows? It would be better though if he came back, though. It really would. So.
I mean, yeah, if he wants to do a live show from in here, like he'd bring his actual live show into the Discord that he's critiquing, that would be like futuristic, wouldn't it? Like
Correct.
like an actual conversation with someone.
Never been done.
Might be, yeah.
NBD.
Sean, if you're out there and you're critiquing this show, why don't you come on in here and do your stream that you're doing right now in here in the Discord? And then we can just have a conversation and people can hear it and you can stream it at the same time as we're having a conversation. It'd be like a joint stream rather than the, critiquing stream like Nathan Oakley does. You don't want to be seen to be doing these streams where you go over other people's streams. Like, come in and get involved in it. Be part of it, Sean. Come on. We'll do another song again. We'll do the Nathan Oakley one. See how we do this? This is on the fly. It is a it's a bank holiday Monday. We call it like a Hawk Monday. That could be it, right? Look at that, Eric. Yeah, Hawk Inception Monday. Is anybody? Is he actually live streaming us?
Yes.
No, nice.
And he says that we could click the link. So I don't know
Click what
if
link?
he's
What, his PayPal
inviting.
link? What, he's inviting
no
us
idea.
to his?
Maybe.
Let me check.
Until you admit that the Earth is flat, he will not bother talking. Oh, he wants you on his Discord to humiliate you.
Wait, he kicked me from his Discord. What's he talking about? Sean, just come on over to this stream and come and have a chat. This is really weird. It's like Sean's a grown man, isn't he? What's going on? Is he doing his angry thing? Is he doing an Oakley? Shouting. I suppose sometimes they need to, let off steam. Perhaps he could do that first. Maybe that's what he's doing. Sean Hawkins, pre-show, he's just having a bit of a blowout. Go over there and go and give him his some encouragement. Copy. I'll put this in the live chat. There we go. Dead weird, this, sort of stuff. He's titled it Bev as well, so it's obviously about me. There you go in the YouTube chat. That's the Sean Hawkins live stream right now, where Sean's going over this live stream that we're talking about. I've got the thing. I've got his stuff up, so eventually I'll see that when he does that. Come on over, Sean. It doesn't take that much. You were in the Discord before. Just click on the Discord link. Keep streaming. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your face on there. Just come on in and have a chat with us. You'll get a chance to have your say. Everybody always does. Come on, Sean. You can even play about with all of your screens and stuff. Practice on Discord how to get it all going. No smoking, though. please go and invite Sean to come on over to the Discord. Put his big boy pants on and come on over, have a chat. Most people can do that sort of thing. We're here to aid in communication. I think Sean wants me to become a flat earther, but I'm not. There've been a lot of people that have tried to recruit me, Flat Earth Society members. I think that's what Sean's trying to do at the moment. I'm not becoming a flat earther just so I can talk to you, Sean. The Earth is not flat. It's never been flat, and it's never going to be flat, unfortunately. And talking to you, Sean, is it should just be able to communicate to each other without having to tell each other lies. So no, Sean, out of respect for you, I will not lie to you and tell you that the Earth's flat, because it's not. It may make you feel better, but I'm sorry. Yeah, you can. This is it's very strange. I've never had a stream, a live stream like this. This is on the fly, obviously. But Sean was in here to start off with, and now he's not. So I don't know. He's it's so weird. Imagine doing a show about something, and then Sean come on early on to have a conversation about something. And now he's still doing a show about the show that we're doing, which I was hoping to have a chat with Sean about, but now it seems like Sean's unable to communicate with people. I don't know. I can't even, me personally, I can't even watch it because we've got a live show going. So I hope you guys are more entertained with Sean's, whatever Sean's doing. We're going to have to start carrying on with a different show, I think, at some point, because this is getting pretty strange. I will go back over the idea of the weekend on Friday. We did the show about straight. I've got a few clips together of the Terence Howard, but going over all of the other things that have been going over. I was looking at all of the other stuff that I've got about straight and how these guys for 5 years within the Globe narrative, they have also been trying to gaslight people, trying to confuse what straight is and the understanding of straight with their great circles and triangles with 540 degrees that look like circles but apparently are straight lines. So they've been trying to do that for quite a few years, and I would say through my understanding that the actual geometry is spherical geometry was made up purely because they wanted straight lines to be different. It's a sort of a destruction of logic and the understanding of straight, but they're going directly for straight. And with Charles on Friday, was openly showing that they're willing to gaslight adults. Now, this is a teacher of children that's willing to come and attempt to gaslight what the meaning of straight is he even said that the radius or diameter at the circumference has a right angle, which is ridiculous, because if there's a right angle at each end of the diameter, that means 180 degrees, and therefore a triangle or the circle is impossible. You've got two parallel lines, two perpendiculars at each end of the diameter. Two right angles. The sum of two right angles. That's Charles, a maths teacher, attempting to tell you, adults in this Discord server, and obviously we're lucky enough to have stumbled upon a logical system based in around line, form, point, and the understanding of that geometrically means that of course we understand the 12th axiom, the one that we call the triangle axiom, states a triangle has two right angles. And if you've got two right angles at each end of a straight line, then you're not going to be able to form a triangle. It's the one condition that doesn't fulfill the triangle axiom. We call it parallels. Charles thinks that the circumference at each end of the diameter has a right angle to it. Well, that would be impossible. You couldn't do that. Geometrically, it's impossible. But Charles, flat earth math, thinks it's acceptable to come round and gaslight adults when he's a teacher. Imagine what would happen if one of those students he was teaching were to say the same thing. Would he gaslight them? Would he gaslight them just because he has to imagine? I don't know. I don't know how the conversations go. I don't know. Sean's still streaming. Well done. He's moved his camera over to the other side. Streams there. We get. Let me get. I'll get Sean. Show him that we stand with Sean. There you go. Put that on there. Put that on the screen for him for a bit. Yeah. They're making it very obvious that they're attacking straight. They have done for years, and I think I've been trying to tell people that, but obviously I seem to work in a different way than most people, and a lot of people get confused about what I'm saying. They misunderstand. They interpret me differently, and it would be better if we can just have a conversation. Seems to be a little bit too much. I suppose Sean's in there calling me a flat earth, I would imagine. It's a narrative that these guys have to push, and they've been doing it for years. Ever since I came here, I've never been a flat earther. But everybody's imagined that I am, but I'm not. I'm just like one of those normal people who live in reality. That, they just live in reality. There's no need for anybody to get involved in a false dichotomy that causes division. I mean, what's the use in that? It doesn't help anyone. see Blue Marble's come back. I don't know, at least we know Blue Marble's back and he's okay. You know, he's over there. He's around. He's not done a Rumpus or a Jesse Kozlowski. You know, Blue Marble's still around. And I would imagine that all of these guys are going to be getting more active, because straight is the thing that, you know, they need to be able to attack straight, but obviously a straight out attack on it can't be seen to be done. So you're going to have to try and do it a little bit snidely. So that's what the sophistry's all about. The distraction and stuff. I mean, rather than Sean having to defend straight or not straight or whatever, isn't it much easier to call somebody a flat earther? I mean, you don't actually have to defend anything then yourself, because, you know, the person that you're talking to is, you know, diminished. They call it like an ad hom type attack. Yeah, well, hey, Mike, everybody, you know, Sean knows his globe. Like, that's what we say. Everyone knows tis globe. Come and have a chat. Tis globe. There you go, Sean. I'll do it for you. Everybody knows tis globe. I've even got a page on the website dedicated specifically to tis globe. All of the proofs that you need, they're all there. So come and have a chat. I think everybody can tell you tis globe. In fact, I'm even going to get a t-shirt. I might have to get a t-shirt printed with Sean, for Sean Hawkins. Tis globe. Everybody knows tis globe. Everyone can, you can tell him that. Blue Marble, he is listening. Good to hear you again, Blue. To know that you're still out there listening, it warms the heart. I can always rely on Blue Marble being one of those people listening. Now, however few the numbers might be, we can always rely on the fact that Blue Marble will be listening. Yes, I am. Are you putting the kettle on? You might need to. Do you need it filling? Yeah, I'm not a flat earther though. That's the problem. Yeah, Sean. Yes, RH. Sean Hawkins is live. He's live streaming this live stream, saying he might come and talk to me, but I need to say that I'm a flat earther, apparently. And then, well, no. I can prove it's not flat, but Sean won't talk to me unless I am. So I think he's recruiting for the flat earth. I think he's one of those flat earth society guys, and he's secretly recruiting people into the flat earth. He's trying to get me to join, but I'm not. I'm not gonna join the flat earths just for you, Sean. I'm sorry. I personally think the flat earth is ridiculous, but you know, I leave everybody for their own, Sean. So you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to judge you or anything. But yeah, that's one of the rider things we're not submitting to. You can come over and have a chat if you want, but if you only talk to flat earthers, then I don't know. There's no flat earthers in here, I don't think. Oh, Steve A's a flat earther. And Rob Keene's in here as well. Rob Keene's a flat earther. But, you know, we're not interested in flat earth talk. So I don't know why you would require somebody to say that they're a flat earther so you could engage in conversation with somebody who you are possibly bigoted towards. I'm not too sure. He's got to the I stand with Sean bit now, but is his stream ended?
I think so, yes, just now.
He's got to the I stand with Sean bit on the screen. I think so. I think he's ended it.
Hey, Bev, it's really hard to be a flat earther nowadays, so I just don't go around calling myself a flat earther anymore.
I know, but I don't want to be the guy that makes it happen. But yeah, it was an inevitable outcome. Like, it's just living in reality. There's no need to take on these ridiculous labels. So people like Sean can just call you names.
Yeah, that brings me to my next point. They say there's no straight lines in nature.
I know.
But what's a horizon?
Yeah. That's where horizontals come from, right? The term horizontal literally comes from that.
And plumbob.
And plumbob, yeah.
It's hanging. If it's hanging without any motion, it is straight line.
Yeah, perpendicular is anything hanging by a straight line. So to say that that's not straight, like anything hanging by a straight line.
You gotta give that information to that guy named Terrence Howard or something.
Oh.
Because he's got them all in a tizzy right now, saying that there's no straight lines in nature, and they're all believing his stupidity.
Yeah, Whitsett's gone with it. And you know, most of the other people have been you know, at least the people that we should be talking to. They're trying to have communication with people. In this time, 2024 is really difficult. There seems to be nobody out there, you know, to have a conversation with, particularly about straight. Because it's so fundamental, yet seems to be so difficult to talk about, yet someone like Terrence Howard can go on Joe Rogan and tell Joe Rogan that there's no such thing as a straight line. Sean says in the YouTube chat, when you are serious about learning and can come into conversation in good faith without the word games and attitude, let me know. Sean Hawkins said that. Yeah. Wow. And I haven't even heard what Sean was saying in his live stream. Thank you very much. But anyway, Sean may be going through some hard times at the moment, so please support your YouTube content creators, particularly the ones that you want to stay around. And we know that, you know, there's a lot of the old school people seem to be going missing. Jesse Kozlowski, Jeff, obviously we know about George, God rest his soul. Seems like Rumpus has gone missing. Blue Marble Science, we know he's still around, but making YouTube videos may be a little bit difficult. He hasn't got his sidekick Rumpus to help out. I don't know how much help Larry is anymore. Might be getting on. It's hard work. Hard work to live in this 2024 within this communication business, chatting to people. Particularly when people seem to think projection is the way that we all do this. I hope everybody can see the people in the chat, because this is always people try to portray an image which is obviously the opposite of what is actually going on. It's an open Discord. Anybody can come on in, and just all you've got to do, click the link to the On the Level Discord server, either underneath the YouTube chat or in the chat where it's going now. Pop on into Discord, send a message in the chat, and come in like Sean Hawkins did. Just come in and have a chat. Oh, welcome back, RH. From a trip to, oh dear. I've got a hernia myself, a hiatus. But, you know, we'll live with it. Yeah, Mike,
I've been dealing with the herniated disc in my back.
Oh.
Sorry, Bev. I was just going to do some complaining myself.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have RH back. Welcome back after that trip. Yeah, Mike, I'm not going to go over Sean's. I've always said I want Sean to actually present this stuff. I was hoping we could get a presentation in here, but it seems like he always has to revert to this solo performance. Much the same as I think is what Paper was saying, that when Sean did his presentation with who was it?
Brian Leakey.
Brian Leakey. Over a Jeranism. There's not much communication in the actual presentation, and so there are areas that leave a little bit of misunderstanding, I think, and that's what I would like to be able to see, the full presentation, and I'm purposely trying to avoid it because I want to give my full attention to the presentation when Sean gives it. And if he would like to, you know, come and practice, get his presentation down. I'm pretty sure he's given it a fair few times now. So anytime, Sean, if you're out there, if you're listening, you want to come and attempt a presentation, if you would like me to come over to your Discord and you could give the presentation over there while I sit and watch, I would welcome that too. But, you know, that would require you not kicking me from your Discord server. As we say, Sean Hawkins, the originator of the Polaris, the argument of Polaris and measuring angles to Polaris. I think Sean was measuring angles to Polaris before 10th Man even thought of getting a sextant. I think that's how OG Sean Hawkins is with the Polaris challenge. So, yeah, we weren't happy when, you know, Nathan Oakley in particular started measuring angles to the very same light in the sky and proving flat Earth. It was like a stick in the eye of Sean Hawkins, that. And yeah, I don't think Nathan Oakley was fair to be able to do that to Sean. And we, like we say, we've been trying to get Sean Hawkins to give his side of that, and you know how he felt when Nathan Oakley came out with that, because obviously 10th Man did it first, but it was at the beginning of this year that Nathan Oakley started saying that it was a measurement of flat Earth, measuring this angle along with the adjustment, but apparently just the angle, measuring that angle is enough for Nathan Oakley to stick two fingers up at Sean Hawkins and say, ha ha ha, it means it's flat. But hey, Sean, if you do want to come and, you know, talk to us about that.
This Polaris challenge may be even more prehistoric because I think it was present in 2016, as I remember, even on Red's rhetoric. But I am not sure who was originator of this challenge.
I think it was Sean.
Maybe.
Sean's best video. Sean's argument. The whole thing was Sean Hawkins. He should be honoured. But they're all just like mocking him, particularly Nathan Oakley. Hey, we've tried. I don't know how much more we can go over, Sean. I was hoping that, you know, we could or we were able to work together. But the offer still stands, Sean. I'm not going to talk to anybody else about measuring angles to the lights in the sky. We'll just stick to the geometric propositions of what the angles and all of that mean. We'll leave the actual angle measuring to that light in the sky to Sean. So if anybody does know why, well, I suppose so everybody can know why we're not particularly going with the sextant stuff, that Nathan Oakley and measuring it flat, is because they're using Sean Hawkins' light in the sky argument, measuring angles to it, to prove something that has to be verified by Sean Hawkins, as far as I'm concerned. Measuring angles to the Polaris is Sean Hawkins' argument, and until I've actually had a talk with Sean Hawkins, it's just the way I am. But call it a little bit of autism or whatever. But there are a few angle measurement things. Like, you know, the dip angle, which is the bit that's definitely not to Polaris, it's the bit underneath. We could focus on that one, right, without fixating on the actual angle to the light in the sky. So if there are any flat earth debate guys out there, you know, you can fixate on your elevation angle and just know that that's the angle to Sean Hawkins' light in the sky. And Sean Hawkins has much more experience in actually measuring that angle than anybody else. And I'm waiting to hear from Sean before I can progress any further. So if you're wondering why we don't talk about angles to lights in the sky, that's the reason. We are standing with Sean. We're not going to allow the entire community to take Sean Hawkins's argument.
Yeah, this is very unique measurement because it is from center of the sphere. So I would say that this would be a very unique experience. I was never to the center of the sphere that we live on, but apparently Sean Hawkins has this experience, this mystic experience of measuring elevation angle from the center of the sphere.
Well, is that where Nathan calls hell? Nathan Oakley does say that's hell, doesn't he? But they're still just measuring angles. Although Nathan Oakley has never measured an angle. Either, you know, to a light in the sky, from hell. He's like
He
never
watched
done
his
it.
sister do it.
Well, no, I think he blanked it out. He blanked it out because of some traumatic experience. So I don't think he can actually remember it, really. It's hard work. I mean, nobody really wants to make Nathan Oakley relive traumatic experiences or anything. But, you know, it would be good to try and work out. But like I say, I think Nathan Oakley should really talk to Sean Hawkins. I think that should be the next thing. I mean, I know I've always wanted to have a chat with Sean ever since he did the slope thing. And I might have to go over that, see if I can find early conversations with Sean that we had. But that would surely be the next part of the Oakley, who claims to be able to measure the Earth flat with an angle to Polaris, and Sean Hawkins, the inventor of the measuring angles to that particular light in the sky. An argument. And I think those two arguments, they contradict each other. So that would be the ideal debate. I don't know what you call it. You would call it a measuring angles to the light in the sky means...
It would turn into a yelling match.
No, the two adults. And it's a dead easy debate, isn't it? They would have to say, Sean Hawkins would be able to say, if I measure angles to the light in the sky, then, and then come up with his thing. And Nathan Oakley would say, well, if I / somebody else measures an angle to the light in the sky, then, and they'd be able to make their case. 5 minutes each time, then sort of talking
First
to each other
rebuttal,
about
then
it. Yeah.
second rebuttal, then
Yeah.
cross-examination.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sounds fair, doesn't it? I mean...
Yeah, proper debate.
Yeah, real debate. Perhaps we should try and set that one up. Sean Hawkins, Nathan Oakley. They could do it over here. Neutral platform. Moderators, we could get Emma. Emma's a experienced moderator. She's trained in moderation. That would be future entertainment, you know, like you've got to keep the thing going, haven't we? I mean, what would this arena be without characters like Sean Hawkins? I mean, like I say, we've already lost a lot of people, and unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be new people replacing them. There's just all of the old school people. Now, the new people, maybe they're in a different arena. Maybe they're in TikTok or Rumble, or, you know, we're just in different places. Perhaps on Twitter, X. Maybe we're just getting old. And, you know, this is just what we're used to. Perhaps times have changed. Things have moved on. But we need to, you know, we need to be able to do something to keep going. I think we'll be okay. Like we always say, we've only been a small group here, and we never expected to be anything other than that, because, you know, we're not affiliated with either of these false dichotomy groups. Just trying to deal with reality, and, you know, that's hard in modern times. But these guys are going after straight. They're going after straight. I didn't think I'd get to see it, but you know, I've been trying to tell people in a nice way without saying it, because I didn't want to bring it on. I didn't want to make it too obvious, because then, you know, it seems to accelerate it. Anything that we ever
I've been saying since Brandon's flat Earth server, they've been getting triggered by straight lines, and that's years ago.
Yeah, it's ever since we came in and said level is a straight line on a horizontal plane. You know, it didn't involve any of the trigger words, but eventually those words have become the trigger words. And that may be brought on by the things that we said. I mean, they were always there. But anytime you bring this stuff up into the light, right, then these guys have to throw shade on it. So are we responsible for bringing, you know, the straight line into the conversation? Because that's what it was, literally. It was like these guys said something about horizontal lines intersecting. Strange that Sean should say that.
It may happen that we jeopardized a straight line.
Yeah.
By talking about straight lines.
Yeah, the flat earthers say that, you know, the horizon rises to eye level. Well, that means horizontals rise. But they don't. They stay horizontal, so that's impossible. Yet it seems like Sean and the like, people like that think that actually happens. Sean told us tonight. He wanted to tell us parallel lines don't meet. We know that. For the same reason that the horizon doesn't rise to eye level. Parallel lines don't meet. Simple. People have been trying to obfuscate this for quite a few centuries. They've probably done a good job of it, with it, at least within mathematics. They managed to invent a whole new geometric system based around the idea of straight not being straight, but still being able to be thought of as straight. The mathematics led to the logic then being able to allow for the law of contradiction, being able to place contradictions within logic, being able to have this and that at the same time. And now this is the final one. This is the law of identity violation. They want straight to be not straight, or thought of differently through a misunderstanding of what straight means. Well, I don't know about you. If you get to this age and people start telling you that you don't understand what straight is, then that could cause some fights. Particularly when you start telling the children that. Because that'll really mess people up. Imagine being taught that you didn't know what straight was. Or imagine being taught that your parents don't know what straight is by a teacher at a school. Can you imagine that?
Or let's say hearing that Euclid didn't know what straight was.
Nah, man. How does Terrence Howard know that there's no straight lines in nature? Fuck Terrence Howard.
It's not Terence Howard we're talking about. I'm talking about flat earth math. Charles. He's the teacher. He's the one that came in and tried to gaslight us. That at
I know,
each end of a
but Terrence
diameter.
Howard's the one that everybody's listening to right now. They don't listen to flat Earth math because he's irrelevant. They're listening to Terrence Howard, who is some sort of celebrity, and just because he says there's no straight lines in nature, now everybody's latching onto it, forgetting what a horizon is.
Yeah,
Fucking ridiculous.
Say flat earth math is a teacher. He's teaching children. Imagine how many people there are like him that are already out there. He's not influenced by Terence Howard. He's already like that. These are real people. Terence Howard's an actor playing a role. Flat Earth Math might be a real person not playing a role. He might be real. He might be triggered just enough to be able to come in here to try and gaslight adults that they don't know what straight is. Imagine that. Now, I class myself as being lucky enough to have had the ability to look into this stuff, the logic, the geometry, Euclid, and at this base level as well, the foundational stuff. That's a privilege to me. But then to have somebody like Charles, Flat Earth Math, come in and try and tell me that I don't know what straight is. If he can do that,
yeah, that's weird.
Then what's he going to be doing to kids? What's he going to be doing to people that haven't had the ability or, you know, the chance to be able to look into the basics, the foundations of mathematics? They're going to be fooled by him. And they might just come out of it thinking that you can violate an axiom within the foundations of mathematics because you've got a misunderstanding of what straight is. Just because you want to try and beat some people who you've put in a box called flat earthers when we're not actually flat earthers. And that's his whole stick. He's trying to rebut something that he's imagined wrongly. I mean, he thinks we're flat earthers, and therefore the things that we say about reality aren't proofs within reality. He imagines they're proofs of flat earth wrongly.
Can I say one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
So you remember Dave Weiss was here the other day? Did you guys happen to see him on Jesse Lee Peterson's show?
Yes, we've been over that. I've
Make
got
a
members
fool,
one
make
that
a
you can
fool
watch.
out of himself.
Well, yeah, he's
Jesse
in
Lee
a
Peterson
difficult
kept
position,
asking him the
isn't he?
same question. Kept asking him the same question over and over again. And when he finally answered,
What did he
it,
answer,
said
Rob?
it's
Do you remember
not
what he
flat.
answered?
Yeah, he said it's not flat. What's your definition of flat? That was his answer.
Yeah, it's not flat. Like
not flat.
That's the truth of it, though, isn't it? Like you can't have
I'm
a
with
proof
you.
that it's flat if you know it's not flat, and Dave knows it's not flat, which puts him in a really bad position. It's like we said, it's an oxymoron. I don't know how flat earthers have managed to do it. They've been sold a lie. Unfortunately.
Well, again, I'm gonna go back to this. If I had the ability to go up 120,000 feet, it would look flat, but
He'd
it's
be playing
not.
in the NBA, that's for sure. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I get you. But that's the only reason I would think that I would call myself a flat earther, because the whole of what I can see, mixed land and water, kind of looks flat. But my eyes are shit because I wear glasses.
Well,
It's measured, not flat.
yeah, here's the thing. If you know it's measured not flat, then you can't actually violate that, can you? Because you'd have to undo that to be able to say that it is flat. That's the contradiction. And if your starting off point for your entire understanding about things is a contradiction, you wanting flat to be not flat so you can call it flat, well, it's going to be a troubling thing. And to all the best to the flat earthers, right? But it's just a label. And then obviously you see the problems that it causes when you go and meet somebody like Jesse Lee Peterson. I mean, there was a load of people there saying that it was Jesse Lee Peterson's fault. I don't think it was. I think he was just like a normal person wanting to, ask a question. Like I say, we do have there's a members one because Dave said he wanted us to watch it first. So we watched it and we went over it. So that if there are any members out there, that is the latest.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet.
Well, yeah, you can watch us going over that particular, just that part of the Jesse Lee Peterson and Dave Weiss thing. I mean, we have said that, there is an argument that you can give to somebody about fundamental aspects of reality that follow a real life thing, a canal. Sean's back. Come on in, Sean. Come back. We can finish the conversation. The Earth's not flat, so don't worry about that. You're not going to be threatened. Nobody's going to threaten your globe. Everyone knows 'tis globe. Just come back in, have the conversation. You measure on angles. You don't have to prove anything. Don't worry about it. Nobody's going to ask you. I didn't particularly want to go over the Polaris challenge. I was hoping we could have done a separate one about that. I was hoping to just smooth a bit. Just have a conversation. Sit back. Get a chill. Get a stoke up your bong or whatever you do. It's holiday, isn't it? No, isn't it Memorial Day? Is that for veterans or what's the memorial part for in America? What's that for? Anyone know?
I have no idea.
No. See, we do have a few military people in here, Sean. You can come and hang out with the
I'm Canadian. I don't know.
You don't know. Do you have a holiday today, Rob? I know you'd be at work anyway because you love it. But
yeah.
Do you have a holiday?
Yeah. No, but my kid's not in school today for some reason. They have a professional development day or something.
Oh, yeah. Teacher training
That's all I know.
day. We used to have that sort of stuff. Yeah, not advocating the smoking of whatever, but if that's what you do, Sean, come on over. Stoke one up. Come and have a chat. And if there's anybody else out there that wants to come and have a chat, that's what we're here for. This is On the Level Discord. We're getting into a bit of philosophy, but we tend to do that during the day. We're going to go over some Wittgenstein we're doing at the minute. If anybody wants to get involved with that. Word games, language games. It seems to be a hot topic at the minute, particularly around straight. I'll say this. Balanced Truth says, does flat even exist, or it's just a concept in reality? Question mark. Peace, everyone. I'll say it. Flat is a visual surface condition. The moment you touch it, you can tell whether it's smooth or bumpy or ripply or whatever, right? So therefore, that's a touch aspect. That's not flat. Flat's just a visual surface. So if you get a microscope out, obviously you can then see the surface. It becomes visual of whether it is flat or not, and you can tell whether it is flat or it isn't flat as a visual aspect. So most people have the ability to look at a mountain and say it's not flat. It's a visual aspect to it. So therefore the earth, the land, is visibly not flat. But that's just me. That's the way I choose to define what flat is. Flat earthers may have a different understanding of that, since obviously they want it to be flat. And I say it isn't.
Sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah. Makes sense, right? Shit that
Yes.
you can sort of talk to with people in real life about real life.
Yeah, for example, if we have a wall in our house, so when we are very, very close to that wall, we can see that this is not flat.
Mhm.
Because we can see this little bumpies or whatever. But if we go back like 2 or 3 meters, we can see that it is flat because we don't see any these trenches or whatever. So it looks flat from some distance. And that's it. It is not science, rocket science here. So it's just visual condition, and we can see things from closer distance as not flat, and when we go back or go away, we cannot see details, and therefore it seems flat. So it's not very, let's say, difficult question to resolve.
Yeah, I think that's where Dave came up against a problem with Jesse Lee Peterson, right? Because you have to be, as a flat earther, you have to be saying that it looks flat. But if you know that it's not actually flat, by saying that it looks flat from like miles away or whatever, you know, like you said, like if you're up again, if you're looking at it and you're close, you can see it's not flat. But if you walk away, it looks flat. But you already have a knowledge that it's not actually flat. So to try and convince yourself, once you know it's not flat, by stepping away, and then to try and convince yourself that it is flat, I'd say that's the tricky part that Dave Weiss was struggling with. Because Jesse Lee Peterson was talking about a knowing. And obviously, if you know it's not flat, you can't say that, you know.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, you can't say that you know it is flat. That's the... I call it a dichotomy, but it's a contradiction, really, isn't it? More than a dichotomy.
Yes, if you are going away from the wall, you still know that it is not flat, but you don't see that it is not flat because you are too far away. But it doesn't change your knowledge about that wall.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's where Dave Weiss was, wasn't it? Like, he was still trying to convince, like, the amount of times we've had the table, the flat earthers seem to like bring up a table as being flat. Well, you can't equivocate a table with the earth, I don't think, and I don't know
yes,
why they attempt to do that.
yes, he's changing scale. This is the problem of the scale, because we are in natural world, we are in scale 1:1. So even if we see that table is flat, the surface of the table is flat, it is still 1:1 proportion. And we also see mountains and valleys in 1:1 proportion, and they are not flat. So this is false equivocation. You cannot equivocate the surface of the table with mountain. It is just ridiculous. The argument is, this is not argument, that example or analogy is that if you go away, far, far away, you will not see these mountains, and it would look flat. But the problem is that it wouldn't, because from that far, far away, you wouldn't see anything. Because the whole air would be so dense from that perspective that you will not see anything. It would be completely foggy. And the proof of that is that if you go up above this clouds level, you cannot see anything. You are just seeing this milk, let's say, surface of clouds or whatever. So you cannot see Earth from that height. So you cannot even see that it is flat from that distance. So this is impossible example. That you cannot go so far, far away to see something. You will not see anything.
Yeah. And they decided that, you know, like from now on, I think what we should be doing is we should be trying to work on things that we can agree on and stopping all of this division, people trying to cause conflict, whereas we should be trying to work out how we can come together to agree on certain things. And as long as we can stand united on certain things that we can agree on together, then it doesn't really matter about differences, I don't think. At least if you have a common understanding that you can build on, then you've always got something you can draw back to where you are in agreement. And that's the problem with people like Sean and, you know, Nathan or whatever. They're so keen to put a label on you as the other that you can never have a common ground because they've already labeled you as the other. So it's time to get rid of that. Time to try and understand what we can agree on. And these sort of things, they're coming on a common understanding now, right? Flat earthers are coming to understand that the earth isn't actually flat, and trying to fight for something that isn't really true doesn't help you or anybody else understand what you actually mean by flat. If you can't define it as something that somebody can agree with, then, I mean, like in the same way that you can see if something is flat or it looks flat or whatever, you can also see that something isn't flat. And having the ability to tell the difference between flat and not flat is something that should be taught, right? These differences between things should be an understanding. But if you're going to go and start getting upset because somebody tells you that the earth isn't actually flat, you know, like, then I'm sorry, but then flat earthers are a little bit weird. Imagine being a flat earther that can't see that the earth's not actually flat.
Oh, you almost got me. You almost got me.
Yeah, but I would say that there are some things that we can agree that vertical, that Plumbum is vertical and horizontal is level is horizontal. So, and I would say that flat earthers can agree on that, but they don't
And the
use.
globe earthers should be able to agree on it too, because it's something
think
that
so.
you know, it's provable within reality. You have to fit it onto whatever model you have, because it's a provable fact in reality. But you know, people in this arena, really strange. They want to label people for being able to prove things within reality. It's always been this trouble. But, you know, perhaps people would rather leave the arena than come and communicate, talk to us about this. I mean, I don't want people to leave. We want to try and communicate with people. Amanda Copeland says it's just about being honest. I don't know why that's so hard for people. I don't know either. I really don't. And we do have, you know, we are happy being this little group of people. I'm struggling to work out where the 20 odd people that watch us in YouTube are. Should come into the Discord. Come and have a chat. Be much more interested than listening to us. These YouTube shows really are only mainly me waffling. And I don't know how much longer I can do that for. Just have to start working out sermons and stuff about, you know, how to go over these things. I'm going to start from the foundations and work on straight. But I mean, the last time we did that, people got fixated on straight. It seems, you know, it gets really difficult working past it, because there's so many people that want to have a disagreement about their understanding of what straight is. 2024, it's only going to get harder and harder having those conversations. I've started getting a few things together. There's a Bob one that we did about straight lines. It's great. It's got the bit where he does his tripod. He blings up his tripod with the lights. Some old voices, people that used to be around here. Conversations that we used to have. We've sort of done ourselves out of conversations.
For me, it is strange that people that didn't have any problems with a straight line back in the day, like in 2016 or 17, and now suddenly they have. So I would say that this is not progress, but regress. And I am surprised, because people should progress in knowledge. And for me, this is a sign of regress, not progress. It's sad. Because if you would ask, like, I think, flat earth math or Rumpus or blue marble science, like in 2016, what is straight line, he would give you a normal, let's say, response. But uh, it started later. So I would say it's some kind of decline of knowledge for the model. So they are sacrificing their knowledge, geometrical knowledge for the model. It sounds weird, but it's certainly a decline of knowledge, not progress.
Yeah, I had an idea of the straight being curved. I mean, that's crazy. But asking people, right, what they imagine flat Earth is, because that's going to go a few different ways, isn't it? But there's also the tag-on question after that, is that what do you imagine flat Earth is? But then what do you imagine flat earthers think flat Earth is? Because there's a lot of this stuff that's within the mind. It's within your perceptions of what you imagine flat Earth to be. But a deeper root of it is that, you know, what do you imagine reality to be? Because these models are all made up in the mind. Everybody makes up their own model of what they imagine the world to be. The world being all of your experiences, your knowledge, everything you've taught or been taught, everything that you've seen, everything that your mind has processed into this model is worked through the model every time. It's worked into the model, every thought or whatever. Now, that's the part that you have to access when somebody says, what do you imagine flat Earth is? Because if you still ask me this to this day, I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, flat Earth to me is flat Earth. It's literal, the words. And it's obviously not that. So if flat Earth isn't flat Earth, what is it? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. And if flat Earth isn't flat Earth, then that's contradictory at its very nature, the core of it. At least the globe guys have got his globe. I mean, they don't need to explain it, because you know what globe is. And they've been relying on that for quite a long time. But I mean, do you know what flat Earth is? I haven't got a clue, because I can disprove the flat Earth. So I don't know what flat Earth is. Something that I can prove false. That's what flat Earth is to me. And people like Sean Hawkins want me to take on that label before he'll talk to me. Now that's ridiculous. That's an adult that's saying that. An adult that's meant to be in the debate arena, wanting somebody to say something ridiculous. Like, say you believe in Santa Claus, and then I'll talk to you. It's like, that's not real. But that's what this arena does to you, I think. If you stay in this arena too long, that's what happens. So my main mission, I think, is to try and help kids understand that people like Flat Earth Math, who may be teachers, aren't really out to help them too much. They might be dealing with their own personal issues about certain things that stops them from seeing clearly. But I just brought to mind then Socrates. It's like, whoa, watch out. Watch out. You know what happened to Socrates? So we're best just dealing with adults. That's why I was waiting for my son to become 18. Then we can do this openly and not have to bring in any kids or anything. Because I don't think kids should be involved in this. I think it's very dangerous involving kids within this arena. Especially when there's people like Sean Hawkins around. No, Sean, we were talking about flat earth math and him being a teacher. That's not grooming. I hope not, anyway. This is no place for children. Knowing there's people like you around, Sean. You wouldn't want to be messing up kids' heads, would you? You can just attempt to mess up adults' heads and, you know, say you believe in fairies and I'll talk to you. Well, that's a bit ridiculous. But like you are, if you are live streaming, Sean, just come on in. Come and have a chat. That goes for anyone that wants to come and have a chat. Particularly, you know, if anybody wants to come in and say their piece on what they think flat earth is, and what flat earth is to them, and what they think flat earth is to flat earthers. Maybe you are a flat earther and you could want to come in and tell us what you think flat earth is and what other flat earthers think flat earth is. Or maybe the opposite way around, the way you think globers think flat earth is. I don't know. But it would be good to give, you know, Dave Weiss, because obviously there's going to be problems. Dave Weiss has opened up a can of worms with Jesse Lee Peterson's opened up a can of worms. That was going to be tricky. Dave Weiss is going to talk to Roseanne Barr. Now, I don't know. I don't expect that to be a similar thing to Jesse Lee Peterson, but you never know.
She seems to be more on his same page.
Yeah, because it's more than just flat Earth, isn't it? You know, like flat Earth seems to be a lot of things. None of them actually being flat Earth, because the Earth's obviously not flat. So all of the things that go together to comprise flat Earth are other things other than flat Earth. And I think Roseanne Barr's into those other things, isn't she? But there's a lot of people into that, you know. Terrence Howard was into all sorts of stuff. We just deal with, hopefully we deal with the things that are real and the fundamental building blocks of this stuff. Alright, says my kids got me a shirt that says my kids live on a giant spinning space ball. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Tis Globe once we get the design house up and running and the music label on the level's gonna be taken off. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Tis Globe design. I'm sorting out the arguments. I've got a nice little trifecta sort of thing set up that's, you know, unfortunately, it involves the argument that the Earth's not flat. But it does go to show how arguments are used within the mathematical sense, the logical sense, how these arguments back each other up and work within the proof system. Yeah, like I say, unfortunately, it does it's one of those ones that the Earth's not flat. But now most people understand that the Earth's not flat anyway. And, flat Earth isn't about the Earth being flat. Because we can all agree that the Earth's not flat. So then the arguments, we can, as long as we can agree on certain things, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we can agree on once we start finding out that we can agree on certain things. Yeah, I think the Roseanne Barr one will go a little bit differently. But it's still been opened up. The Earth isn't actually flat because mountains and valleys. We've been ridiculed for saying that, but it's something that you've just got to admit in reality that it's not flat because there are mountains and valleys. That's the truth. It's only early, isn't it? Can you not find the curvature of the Earth? Well, there are curves. I mean, you can see curves. So, I mean, I didn't know what anybody was looking for. I mean, haven't we just said that you can actually see mountains and valleys? You can also see hills and curves. You can see straight lines. You can see curves. In fact, what was that claim paper a bit earlier that somebody said there's no straight lines in nature? So it'd be a tough one to say that you couldn't see the curve if you had a saying that there's no straight lines in nature. Wouldn't that make everything a curve?
I already said that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. The horizon is a straight line.
Yeah, but I mean, the David Castro says you can't find the curvature of the Earth. Well, just as you can say that there's straight lines, you can say that there's curves, and you can see them. So, is that finding the curvature, like a Where's Wally? Just for somebody to say you can't find the curvature when you could just point at it and go, look, there's a curve. There's the Earth curving.
And by the way, this is a illogical statement that there are no straight lines, because our mind is always operating in dichotomy. So it is or it is not. So we can say that the thing is curved because we know what straight is. That's why we call it curve, because we know that it is not straight. But to say that something is not straight, we have to have an idea of straight.
Yeah.
Because if we call a curved line not straight, automatically we assume that we know what straight is. So you cannot have not straight without knowing what straight is. It is impossible.
Yeah.
Because
It's
if
word
we-
games, isn't it?
yes, it is. It is mind trick, because people are trying to trick somebody's mind by saying that, because it is impossible. We have to know what straight is to determine that this particular line, like circumference, is not straight, because we can compare this circumference to straight line, like diameter, for example. So we have to distinguish between the two. Without this distinction, we cannot say that this is curve, because it doesn't make any sense. Why we would say that this line is curve if we don't know what straight is? We couldn't say that this line is curved. It's just impossible. So saying that there are no straight lines is just utter nonsense.
Yeah, like Terence Howard the other day, using the flower of life to say that there's no straight lines. I mean, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not understanding the concept of 2 points and a one-dimensional line. I've been I was in the Flat Earth Debate Discord server most of the weekend, discussing straight, would you believe it, with Protothad and others. There was quite a few people in there, and yeah, the understanding of straight, they do want to obfuscate it. But they want to obfuscate it in a few different ways, because they've got a tangent and then they've got perpendicular. But now they've got an understanding that perpendicular is I don't know, different than perpendicular. So you've got vertical and horizontal that are perpendicular, but you've also got latitude and longitude that are perpendicular. Now, they're both the same, perpendicular, but they're different somehow. Now, I've got the understanding of them being the same by being perpendicular, but I've never actually had anybody tell me how they're different yet. How they're perpendicular and different. You know, like the porphyry tree or whatever it is, that when you're going over the understanding of how things are defined, and you start off by saying what they're the same as, and then you say how they're different, and with the new definition of the thing. Well, we know that they're perpendicular, and we know that they're same by the fact that they're perpendicular, the word, but not really heard how the difference is made between horizontal and vertical and latitude and longitude. And there's a few things that are like that.
Well, yeah, they maybe they are trying in their mind to change meaning of the word perpendicular, but it is impossible. If you have fixed, and this word perpendicular is fixed, there are no two meanings or three or more meanings of a word perpendicular, as far as I know. So it is impossible to imply that we can have a different perpendicularity, because it means just that it is not perpendicular. And this is just breaking law of identity. So it's impossible. You cannot break that. You cannot have perpendicular in one meaning and then perpendicular in different meaning, because this other different meaning of perpendicular is not defined. So, and they are not even trying to define it. because they know that it is impossible. They have to invent other word for that, but they didn't. They haven't yet.
Yeah, that's
So
it. What they haven't managed to come up with is how they're different. And there's been it's been difficult to try and get people to, you know, communicate about these sort of things. I bet that's why Sean was a little bit scared about coming round tonight. We might have to ask him. Because it gets difficult, doesn't it? If you're going to say they're the same by being perpendicular, then you are making a statement about them right there and then. It's a definitive statement.
yeah, so if they are the same, they have to stay the same. So because perpendicularity establishes a proportion, or let's say a relation between two lines. So if they are perpendicular in different ways, so they are changing proportion or position, or let's say relation. So they say they change relation between themselves and not changing relation between themselves. It is just impossible. That's why they cannot define it, because it is impossible to do.
Whoa, what's going on with that? The thing that NORAD's posted. Has Sean Hawkins really put that many videos out titled Bev? He's going crazy.
Yes, that is correct. He did put out that many videos saying Bev.
Well, I hope he's getting the ad revenue. Please support Sean Hawkins. He might be trying to, you know, just getting on it while it's hot. You know. He could come over and have a chat. Maybe he's just billing it up, right? The big one. Like he might be. I hope so. Sean Hawkins versus, would he have it on the level? Would he go against everyone? All of us? Or would it have to be Bev and on the level? Askin says, it's tough battling the false dichotomy. If you prove the globe false, you're a flat earther. And if you prove the earth's not flat, you're an anti-flat earther. They are both... What's that? They are both... I can't read that one. Oh. Gaki and Faye. Anybody got anything else to get over? I've got to go and use my credits for image processing. Anybody got anything else they'd like to go over? I think we've done the straight. Well, we've not done the straight because I'm going to keep going over this. This is something. I don't think anybody else is actually doing it. They're still doing the false dichotomy, flat versus globe, whilst all of the time there's an attack on straight that's going on, and it's happening underneath the noses of everyone. while the flat earthers and globe earthers are playing their little game, dance, or whatever you want to call it. There's an attack on straight going on. And we've been trying to, point that out to people. And I don't know whether people can notice it. I don't think people are really that bothered. I think most are under a spell. And people seem to hate you for telling them that straight is straight. There's meanings of words. People will call you pedantic about it, but it's just being able to live with contradictions or not. Do you even recognize the contradictions? Would you like to know about the contradictions, or is it better off just ignorance is bliss? I'm not too sure. I don't know how much people want to be thinking about things. I know, particularly within this arena, there's if you get too involved into this, the model affliction, there's a likelihood that you could go mad. And that's not a joke. That's a serious thing. You've got to be able to stay grounded in reality. Otherwise, these models will take you away. Take you away into madness. So stay grounded. Yeah, I think we're going to end that now. Anyone got any other final words or requests for the Buster? Anyone? I'll give everyone a few minutes. YouTube. If anybody's got any requests for Buster songs, I'm open. I'm looking at them now, but I want to.
Sorry, I'm really busy.
Give everyone a chance. Oh, I've got Danger as well. I've got Ape or Emma from Danger on the list as well now. So, and Spot On as well. Yeah, don't forget, I've got Spot On tunes. I've got quite a list here, of these. And I've still
by
got
the way,
some that haven't been processed yet too.
I'm the intro to the Spot On one. I wouldn't mind that one.
Which one? I've got two. 2D Earthers or
What, he made two with me in it?
with you? Oh no, just one with you in it. Is that?
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, you always like everything with you in it.
Sorry. Whatever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna be doing. I'm working on at the minute. Getting some images together. For a video, and I'm wanting to do Buster and Who Will. You never back your claims. Oh well, it's already been Rob. I know Rob's done it. Amanda, like the one where he says you never back your claims. I'll try and sort that one out for you next time. Amanda, Rob's already done the Spot On 2D Earthers.
Overruled. Thanks, Bev. I'll be in YouTube.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. Like I say, I don't really know what's going on at the minute, and I know things are going to have to change. There's going to have to be some try thinking things. There's going to have to be these sort of on the level nights, and I don't know. I think we're going to have to start doing philosophy and readings, and bit more of a on the level get together in on the level. So please come and join us in the Discord. And we will be going over these philosophy and things, because I think there's a story to be told about Straight and what they're doing and how we ended up at this position here that we're in. The attack on Straight has begun. So get your mind together and come in the Discord. Prepare yourself. Get the shield. And yeah, just come and chat. Mainly that's it, the conversation. Yeah, Amanda, please do. Please come into Discord. You'll probably find that unless you're an American, we're in here all day, every day. So yeah, just that goes to anybody as well. Come on in. I mean, the Americans might even be in here much after I go to bed. So yeah, please come into Discord. That's where the conversations are going to happen, and that's where the good stuff happens anyway. You just check I don't want to have 2 songs playing. Right. Thank you very much. Join us Wednesday, let's say on the level night Wednesday. Come in for the chat. Only deals with surveying, and that surveying is 3D. Reality is 3D. We've always said that. We definitely are not 2D Earth. Whereas...
No, I'm not either.
What Brian's saying here... I'll go one more. Let's listen.
Oh, go ahead, Brian. Well, 1 second. When Bev is referencing measurements, he's purely focusing on surveying. Said the last time I was on, surveying deals with 3 dimensions, right? Length, breadth, and depth. Whereas when it comes to celestial navigation and aerospace, only dealing with length and breadth, not dealing with depth. They're not dealing with elevation changes. So when Bev speaks about measurements, he's only speaking about them from a surveying point of view, which will be elevation changes.
Yeah, it's 3D. Reality, yes.
But he's still contradicting himself, because he's talking about this angle measurements on vertical plane. They measure by that elevation changes, because these stars have different angles, so he is measuring elevation changes.
Yeah, elevation profiles measure elevation changes of the land. But that's the 2D plane that they're working in.
Elevation changes. So when Bev speaks about celestial navigation and aerospace, only dealing with length and breadth, dealing with depth. They're not dealing with elevation changes.
Right, yeah, so they're not dealing with elevation changes.
So this is nonsense.
Yeah, I think it's nonsense. I don't think he understands what he's talking about. Because of course they're dealing with elevation changes. Unless you're talking about like a map. But even maps have contour lines on them. So
he's thinking about just putting his arms out and pretending he's an aeroplane, I think.
I'm struggling to try and work out what he is, right? It's one of those moments where you have to believe that he's talking nonsense, because I can't make any sense out of it. And if Brian wants to come and try and help us make sense out of it, then be my guest, pop in, come and have a chat. But I can't make any sense out of why Brian's saying this. That reality is 3D, and that's what Bev's talking about, but they're not talking about that.
And by the way, this is 2D he's talking about is not horizontal. He's talking about vertical plane, not horizontal plane. So it is 2D, but not horizontal. But only horizontal proves flat Earth. Vertical disproves flat Earth. Complete nonsense. He's
It is
arguing
nonsense,
against
yeah.
himself.
Yeah, that's what's some of the magic tricks within this is that these guys have developed this paracosm that they've lived in, where they just get used to talking nonsense to each other. And I think that's why Nathan Oakley hands this off to somebody else, because, you know, he can't really talk the nonsense because it doesn't really make any sense to him. So he hands it off to somebody else, but when that somebody else is also talking nonsense, this is what you get left with. It's mad.
So when Bev speaks about measurements, he's only speaking about them from a surveying point of view, which will be elevation changes.
No, Brian, right? What the thing is, when you have a point, you locate it on the horizontal. Right, that's your X and your Y, your grid position. You then can give that a position on the vertical datum also. There's a location marker, and then it gets placed upon the vertical datum also, that position. That's the way it works in reality. That's what surveyors do. We know that. We know how these measurements are taken. We know how the benchmarks are transposed from one position to another. And Nathan should too. How difficult.
It was okay when I said to him, I said, Bev was there, and I said, there's no better book.
And this again, right? Listen to the words that Brian uses. It's pretty sad, Brian. Pretty sad. Right, but you might have got the impression that he said it to me. He didn't. He said it to Elderbear. And I was in the room. But he wasn't addressing it to me. But now he seems to be addressing it as though he was addressing it to me, although he just said it in the presence of. But listen to what he said.
There's no better, more correct way to describe the Earth than flat.
Not flat. It's more. It's a little. It doesn't give you much more information, but it gives you more information than flat, because flat is a lie, and not flat is vague, but it's not a lie.